Once upon a time, in the heart of the peaceful village of Uma, lived two inseparable friends, Boniface and Jairus. Their bond was legendary, spoken of with admiration in every corner of the community. From childhood into manhood, they stood side by side, their friendship forged by loyalty, laughter, and shared burdens. If one wept, the other mourned with him. Their hearts beat in unison. Both were married with children, yet despite their different backgrounds, their connection never wavered. Boniface was a humble but respected palm wine tapper, climbing trees with the agility of youth. Jairus, on the other hand, came from a wealthier lineage, his family known for their lands and status. But Jairus carried no heirs. He was warm-spirited, open-hearted, and embraced all, regardless of class. Each evening, after the day's toil, the two men would gather at Boniface's compound, sipping fresh palm wine under the moonlit sky, laughing as their children played around them. On festive occasions, Jairus would invite Boniface and his family to his home, and they would celebrate together. No jealousy, no pride, only love and friendship. Their bond seemed unbreakable, until one fateful day. That day, Jairus revealed to his friend Boniface his plan. "My friend," Jairus said cheerfully, "I will be going to the city tomorrow to withdraw some money." "Really?" Boniface exclaimed, not knowing exactly what to say. "Yes, my brother. I'm planning on building a house. I think it's high time I moved from my father's household and lived in a quiet place with my family." "Wonderful," Boniface echoed again. But what Jairus did not know was that Boniface was finding it difficult to accept this revelation. "I didn't know my friend is so rich," he muttered within, tensing up. "Now he's going to start building, while I could barely have enough to feed my house." "So you're going to build?" Boniface asked. "Yes, I think it's time. It is overdue." "You are making the right decision," Boniface responded. "Nothing is worth more than a man erecting his own home. I am happy for you, my friend." Envy was already eating him alive. "I do not doubt you, my good friend," Jairus said, smiling warmly. "I didn't tell anyone else but you. I have much faith in you." "You did well. I am honored," Boniface replied. "Having said that, is there anything I can get on my way home for your family? I will be leaving very early in the morning." "Yes, dear," Boniface nodded. "Just a few things, some foodstuff will be fine." "All right, consider it done." That was how their conversation ended that very day. But Jairus did not know that Boniface was not happy with his good news. In fact, it would have been better if he never told him at all. Boniface was driven to the edge with grief. He couldn't handle the good news. "You fool," Boniface hissed to himself later. "Don't you know that I have been holding myself back from your extravagant spending? While I tap wine, you dine on the king's table. You made me your friend so that I would be loyal to you forever. But I am breaking free. I hate your guts, Jairus. You've made yourself a great enemy. God forbid that I will stay alive and watch you build, while I struggle to make ends meet year after year." Boniface hatched a sinister plan to steal from his friend. He went to his other group of friends, men with dark secrets, and bargained with them. "My friend will be withdrawing a huge amount of money," he began. "I don't want him to come home with that money." "What is your plan, sir?" their leader asked, voice tense. "Rob him and beat him thoroughly." "It shall be done, sir." He settled them and left. Apart from his wife, Jairus did not tell anyone else, only Boniface. He left early the next morning, and his wife bade him goodbye. "Be safe, my husband," she said. "I'll return soon," Jairus smiled, walking off. He withdrew the money successfully, bought the things Boniface had requested, and began his journey back. But when he reached the path near the village, just a walking distance from home, he was waylaid by armed men. "Hand over the money," one shouted. "Which money, my friends?" Jairus asked gently. "I will not ask again. Hand it over, or you will regret what happens next." Before he could speak again, they pounced. Jairus struggled, trying to flee with the briefcase. A gunshot rang out. "A little message from your friend." one of the attackers whispered as Jairus struggled with death. "My friend," he gasped, "in your next world, know whom you trust, Boniface," were his last words before he closed his eyes forever. While the men were carrying out the task, Boniface was restless. "Why are they delaying? I hope nothing has gone wrong," he muttered. "What, my husband?" his wife asked from her corner. "Nothing," he snapped. "Mind your business, woman." But not long after, a loud cry was heard. "What was that?" the whole family echoed in unison as they sat at the dinner table. It was not a pleasant cry, it was a cry of mourning. A death note. Boniface nearly choked on his food. "What is it?" he shouted, rushing out. "Boniface! Boniface!" A cry came directly to his compound. "Abomination! The sun has darkened at midday." As he stepped outside, he came face to face with one of his kinsmen. "What is it, Unioka? Tell me quickly." "Your friend has been murdered." "What?" Boniface stammered, trembling. "By unknown men. But that is not all, Boniface." "What again? Did anyone else die?" "No, Boniface. But the story is not complete yet. The culprit was captured, and they mentioned your name. Sir, Boniface, please tell me you have nothing to do with that innocent man's death." Boniface opened his mouth, but no words came. Then came a noise, a roar, an angry uproar. The entire village was in commotion. They were coming for Boniface. The captured men, beaten to a pulp, had confessed, "He paid us to kill his friend." "No, I didn't," Boniface shouted in denial. But Jairus' wife had already confirmed that he had only told Boniface of his trip. The evidence was clear. That was how Boniface's betrayal was exposed. He was banished, together with his household, from the land of Uma. But his friend was dead. Be careful with your dealings with people. Know your limits on what to reveal. That you are good-hearted does not mean everyone thinks good for you. Do not share your testimony before it matures. Apply wisdom. The end.